There's a name for it. That moment you notice something once and suddenly it's everywhere. It's called the Baader-Meinhof effect, or frequency illusion. Today we're going to try it out in the most playful way I know, a nature scavenger hunt for the color yellow. From flowers to feathers, fallen leaves to tiny shimmers of sunlight, we're inviting ourselves to look a little closer, to see how many golden moments the world is quietly offering, just waiting to be found. If you're new here, I'm Kimberly, the voice behind By the Wild Light. I love helping people reconnect with the beautiful wild world around them. I also love scavenger hunts. They were one of my favorite games as a kid, and even now as an adult, they instantly give me a sense of adventure. Searching for something specific helps me tune out the noise and tune in to what's right in front of me. Any stress or anxiety I might have carried with me softens, fading quietly into the background.
I can hear oh my gosh, the name of it. There it is. I can hear a common yellowthroat somewhere in here. It's like a tiny little yellow bird. There it goes again. It's a tiny little yellow bird with like a little black Zorro mask, and it goes witchity witchity woo. Anyway, there's a common yellowthroat in here singing its little heart out, and it's like this color yellow with a little mask. But they're so fast and they like jump around all over the place. So I'm gonna see if I can film one. But I think that counts as something yellow.
Each ray of sunshine feels like a little treasure, a quiet joy, a reason to smile.
Down in the ravine right here are some yellow castor bean leaves. I'm not trudging down there. But I got the camera zoomed in way in there. So giant yellow leaves. They look like a big, like, fan, I guess. But another count for yellow. Here's one of those giant castor bean leaves up close. Here's my hand for size comparison. They are giant. So something exciting over in here. I think we found a fresh monarch. So when monarchs first come out of their chrysalis, their wings are kind of wet and they have to hang out in one spot and like stretch out their wings and dry them off, and then eventually they fly. And I was looking at these yellow flowers right here behind me, and I found a monarch, and it's sitting in one spot and just very slowly kind of moving its wings. So I think it's like a brand new, fresh to the world monarch. The butterfly's not yellow, but it is on yellow flowers, and there was a yellow bee that kind of flew around it too. I'm in this dry ravine area, and I just used Merlin, and there are like 5 different yellow birds somewhere in here. So we're looking for American goldfinch, lesser goldfinches, yellow warblers, literally yellow in the name, orange crowned warblers, which have orange in the name, but the actual bird itself is kind of like a olivey, greenish yellow color. There's also a flycatcher down here, all kinds of things, but they are very well hidden this morning. So I found a bee buzzing around all happy on this yellow mustard right here. Bonus yellow points, yellow on yellow. Distracted by birds. Not all yellow has to be this like vibrant buttercup yellow, like my shirt. Here, down here, in the mix of all this brightness, is this really subtle, like golden yellow. feel like there's some kind of metaphor for life here about like, these are all yellow, and yet they're all completely different. Like, look how spiky that is compared to like how soft and delicate this is. So we switched locations, same park, but different kind of habitat, and 2 more yellow birds for our list today. Katz's kingbird, they're like kind of bigger and they have yellow on them, and they're usually like tops of trees, tops of tall buildings. So the Katz's kingbird is a bigger bird, like the size of a robin, and it does this like chibir, 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 and I keep hearing it. Haven't seen it yet. And then a Wilson's warbler, which is a fun like little yellow bird, and they have like a little black toupee. Well, I didn't think this video was going to be all about birds, and yet here we are talking about birds. There is a pair of ash-throated flycatchers, which is my first one of the season. They migrate through this area. I'm in Southern California, so we don't have ash-throated flycatchers all year. They're really cool. They're and the one you keep hearing singing in the background is a very loud house wren. It sounds like, to me, house wrens sound like blowing bubbles, like through a straw and like water, and like, but like high pitch. That's how I remember sounds. Is I associate them with weird things. But the ash-throated flycatchers are super cool because they're kind of the size of a robin, but a little bit fatter, and they have a hint of yellow on their belly, so they count for our list. But they have these really cool like mohawks. They're like reddish, like a reddish mohawk. Anyway, they're really fun, and there's a couple of them here going from tree to tree to tree. Another item for our yellow list, yellow cactus flowers. I'm down here on the ground because look at these teeny tiny yellow flowers. Oh, I hear a bird. Okay. Teeny tiny yellow flowers. Here's my hand for comparison. Like, that's my pinky. So tiny.
I made a printable yellow scavenger hunt. If you'd like to try your own frequency illusion adventure, there's a link in the description below. Thanks for letting your inner child come out to play today. I hope you find something golden too.